When God places a dream inside your heart, it is not just a passing thought. It is not just your imagination playing tricks on you. It is the very fingerprint of your purpose. Every person walking on this earth has been designed with intention, crafted with gifts, talents, and desires that align with something greater than themselves. That dream you carry, the one that feels so alive when you close your eyes at night or when you get lost in thought during the day, that dream is the whisper of God saying, "This is the path I created for you." It is a sign of your calling, your destiny, and your unique contribution to the world. It is not random. It is not by mistake. It was placed inside you for a reason far bigger than what you can see today. But dreams, real God-given dreams, will always be tested. If the dream is truly from God, it will challenge you in ways you never expected. It will pull you out of your comfort zone. It will make you question yourself. It will stretch your patience. And it will require your faith to grow deeper than it ever has before. The dream itself is a gift, but the journey to it is the training ground. God knows that if He gave it to you too quickly, you might not be ready to handle it. So He allows challenges, setbacks, and delays not to break you, but to shape you. Those obstacles that frustrate you are not signs that you should quit. They are the very tools God is using to prepare you for the blessing He is waiting. Every dreamer experiences rejection, doubt, and failure. You might tell your vision to someone and they laugh at you. You might step out to pursue it and doors slam in your face. You might even feel like the world is against you. But here is the truth. The size of the opposition is often the confirmation of the size of the dream. If the enemy is fighting you that hard, if life seems to be resisting you that much, it's because what you carry is powerful. The enemy doesn't waste time on people with no purpose. He comes after those who have something significant to release into the world. So instead of letting resistance discourage you, let it be a reminder that your dream is real, it is valuable, and it is worth fighting for. The key is faith. Faith is not just believing when everything is easy. Faith is holding on when nothing makes sense. Faith is trusting God when the bank account is empty, when the job didn't call you back, when the opportunity hasn't shown up yet. Faith is the bridge between the dream God put in your heart and the reality He wants you to step into. You don't need to know how it will all work out. You don't need every step of the plan. You just need enough courage to take the next step, even if you can't see the whole staircase. That's where miracles happen. That's where God shows up. That's where the impossible becomes possible. Too many people let time discourage them. They say, if it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen. But delay is not denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Think about some of the greatest figures in history. Many of them waited years before their dreams became reality. The waiting season is not wasted. It is where character is built, where resilience is formed, where faith is strengthened. God is not just preparing the blessing for you, He is preparing you for the blessing. If you received it too early, you might mishandle it, you might not appreciate it, you might even lose it. But when you go through the process, when you learn the lessons, when you endure the hardships, you become the kind of person who can carry the weight of the dream with wisdom and grace. There will be moments when you want to give up, when the dream feels too heavy, when the struggle feels endless. But remember this, the dream is not just about you. Your obedience to pursue it will inspire someone else. Your success will open doors for others. Your testimony will give someone else the courage to believe in their own God-given dream. What God places in you is never meant to stay with just you. It is meant to flow through you and touch the lives of many. That is why quitting is not an option. Somebody else's breakthrough is tied to your persistence. Somebody else's healing is connected to your story. Somebody else's hope is waiting on you to show them what faith looks like in action. When you start to doubt yourself, remember that God does not waste His time putting false visions in people's hearts. He is not playing games with you. If He gave you the dream, it's because He intends for it to happen. That's His promise. The challenge for you is to trust Him, to believe that He sees what you cannot, and to walk forward even when the path is unclear. The dream is proof that you already have what it takes. You just have to unlock it step by step. And yes, it will be hard. There will be nights of tears, days of exhaustion, seasons of silence where it feels like nothing is happening. But those are the moments that build you. Pressure creates diamonds. Fire refines gold, and struggle shapes champions. You are being refined, polished, and strengthened for the very thing God placed in you. Every no you hear, every failure you face, every delay you endure is not pushing the dream further away. It's pulling you closer to the person you need to become in order to carry it well. So hold on to your vision. Guard it from negativity. Protect it from doubt. Feed it with faith. Water it with persistence. And no matter how long it takes, never let go of the dream God placed in your heart. Because that dream is not an accident. It is the key to your destiny, the blueprint of your purpose, and the gift you were created to give to the world. When you carry a dream that God has placed inside of you, the first thing you must understand is that it will always require persistence. It is easy to start with excitement, to feel that rush of motivation when you first imagine what your life could look like, but what separates the people who achieve their God-given destiny from those who only talk about it is the ability to keep going when the excitement fades. The truth is, the dream is real, but the journey is not going to be simple. There will be roadblocks, disappointments, and long seasons where it feels like nothing is happening. And in those moments, persistence becomes your greatest weapon. Most people quit too early. They give up when the dream starts to demand patience, discipline, and resilience. They look at temporary struggles and assume it means the dream is impossible. But dreams do not come alive through instant gratification. They are born through endurance. The vision in your heart is like a seed planted by God Himself. It doesn't turn into a tree overnight. It requires watering, sunlight, pruning, and most importantly, time. If you stop nurturing it because you don't see results right away, you rob yourself of the harvest that was waiting on the other side. Persistence is what keeps you steady when progress is invisible. It is what keeps you moving when your emotions scream for you to stop. Life will test your dream with obstacles. You may lose relationships along the way. You may face financial struggles. You may deal with failure after failure. But persistence teaches you how to rise again after every fall. It trains you to develop a spirit that cannot be broken by circumstances. Because when God puts a dream in you, He also places the strength within you to overcome every challenge that comes with it. You don't discover that strength in comfort. You discover it when life pushes you to the edge, and you still decide to keep going. Persistence unlocks a power inside of you that you didn't even know existed. Sometimes persistence means working in silence while nobody notices you. It means showing up day after day, practicing, preparing, improving, even when no one is clapping for you. Those quiet seasons are not punishment, they are preparation. God often allows us to be hidden for a while because He is shaping us in private before He reveals us in public. If you can persist in the silence, if you can keep going when there is no applause, then when the spotlight finally comes, you'll be ready. That's what persistence builds. See readiness. Another thing persistence does is it builds credibility. People can be impressed with talent for a moment, but they are inspired by consistency over time. When others see that you don't quit, that you keep pushing even when things are hard, they begin to respect you. And more importantly, they begin to believe that maybe they too can hold on to their own dreams. Your persistence becomes a testimony. It becomes a living example of faith in action. And one day, the very people who doubted you will look back and realize you didn't get where you are because it was easy. You got there because you refused to quit. Every successful person you admire today has one thing in common: they persisted. They didn't allow rejection, failure, or criticism to break them. They got back up when others stayed down. They pressed forward when it would have been easier to walk away. That is what made them different. Not that they had more opportunities or better resources, but that they had the courage to keep going when the odds were against them. And if they could do it, so can you. The dream in your heart is proof that you are equipped with the persistence needed to achieve it. But persistence is not just about grinding endlessly without rest. It is about trusting God's timing. It is about holding on with faith that what He started in you, He will finish. Sometimes persistence means waiting patiently while He aligns the right people, the right opportunities, and the right season for your breakthrough. It means you don't give up just because the timing doesn't match your expectations. You learn to trust that God knows when you're ready, even if you think you're ready now. Persistence says, I will keep showing up, I will keep believing, and I will keep preparing until the moment comes. There will be times when persistence feels lonely. You may have to walk away from friends who don't understand your vision. You may have to say no to distractions, to shortcuts, to the easy road. That's the price of persistence. It's not comfortable, but it's worth it. Because every sacrifice you make now, every late night, every early morning, every season of discipline is building a future you will one day be grateful for. And when that day comes, you'll look back and realize that persistence was never wasted. It was the very thing that carried you to your dream. Sometimes, persistence is simply getting up one more time than you fall. It's telling yourself, I can't stop now. I've come too far to quit. It's choosing to keep walking forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Because forward is forward, no matter how slow. And as long as you are moving, you are closer than you were yesterday. Persistence doesn't demand perfection. It demands commitment. It demands that you don't let temporary pain blind you to eternal purpose. Your dream is a seed of greatness, but it requires your persistence to unlock it. No one else can do it for you. No one else can carry it for you. You have to decide that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes, you will keep going until you see what God promised you. That decision, that relentless spirit, is what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary examples of what faith, hard work, and perseverance can achieve. When God puts a dream inside your heart, you have to understand that not everyone will see it the way you do. People may doubt you, they may criticize you, they may even try to talk you out of it. But that doesn't change the fact that the dream was given to you. Not too often, people lose sight of their vision, because they let the opinions of others drown out the voice of God. But the truth is, the dream was planted in your spirit for a reason. It was tailor-made for you. Nobody else was supposed to carry it, and that means nobody else has the authority to disqualify it. The problem is that we live in a world that is quick to judge. As soon as you start talking about something big, something greater than what others expect, you will meet resistance. People might tell you it's unrealistic. They might say you don't have the resources, the education, the connections, or the background to achieve it. They might remind you of your failures and bring up your past. And if you're not careful, you can begin to believe them. You can begin to doubt yourself and think maybe they're right. But here's what you must remember: God doesn't consult other people before He gives you a dream. He doesn't ask their permission. He doesn't check their opinion. If He gave it to you, then He already equipped you with everything you need to make it real. Your responsibility is to guard your dream. Protect it from negativity. Protect it from discouragement. Protect it even from your own doubts. Because your dream is fragile in the early stages, like a seed in the soil. If you let too many weeds of doubt and fear grow around it, it won't have the strength to push through. That's why you can't share your vision with everybody. Some people are not dream builders, they're dream killers. And while you're looking for support, they'll only give you criticism. While you're searching for encouragement, they'll only feed you reasons why it can't be done. You have to be wise about who you let speak into your life, because words are powerful. The wrong words can poison your faith before it ever has the chance to bloom. But even beyond what people say, you have to battle with what life throws at you. Because every dream will face challenges that seem bigger than you. The journey will test your strength, your patience, and your trust in God. There will be moments when you wonder if you're really capable, when you question if you heard God correctly, when the obstacles in front of you look impossible. But those moments are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. The dream is not just about the destination. It's about the person you become on the way there. Every challenge, every delay, every hardship is shaping you into the kind of person who can handle the blessing when it finally arrives. You also have to understand that dreams come with responsibility. If God gives you a vision, it's not just for your comfort or your success, it's for impact. The dream He placed inside you is connected to other lives. There are people waiting on your obedience. There are people who will be inspired by your courage, who will be helped by your gifts, who will be touched by your story. Your dream is bigger than you, and that is why you cannot quit when it gets hard. To give up on your dream is to rob the world of the gift God wanted to deliver through you. Sometimes, you will feel like you're walking alone. You may feel misunderstood, isolated, even abandoned. But you are not alone. God walks with you through every step of the journey. And if He put the dream in your heart, He will also send the right people at the right time to help you along the way. It may not be who you expected, and it may not come when you want it, but help will come. God never gives a dream without also providing the resources to make it possible. Your job is to keep moving, even when you can't see how it will all come together. Patience is also a key part of the process. Some dreams take years to develop, and in the waiting season, it's easy to become restless. But waiting doesn't mean nothing is happening. Waiting means God is aligning things, preparing opportunities, and shaping you. Think of Joseph in the Bible. He had a dream at a young age, but he went through betrayal, slavery, and prison before the dream came true. Every step of his journey looked like a detour, but it was actually preparation. In the same way, your waiting season is not wasted. It is building your character, strengthening your faith, and setting you up for the moment when the dream finally manifests. When fear whispers to you that you're not enough, when doubt tells you it will never happen, you have to remind yourself of the one who gave you the dream in the first place. God doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't give you a dream just to tease you. If it's in your heart, it's there because He intends to bring it to life. Your job is not to figure out all the details. Your job is to trust, to work, and to refuse to let go. That refusal, that unshakable faith, is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary examples of God's power. Never underestimate the influence of your persistence. Somebody is watching you. Somebody is learning from the way you keep pushing through your struggles. Somebody is gaining courage because you haven't given up on what God told you. You might not even realize it, but your journey is inspiring others more than your words ever could. And when you finally step into your dream, when it becomes real, the victory won't just be yours. It will belong to everyone who needed proof that God's promises are true. That is why it is so important to never quit. You may feel tired. You may feel like it's taking too long. You may feel like the obstacles are too heavy. But you have to keep reminding yourself, the dream in your heart was placed there by God for a reason. And if God gave it, He will also sustain it. He will provide the strength, the opportunities, and the breakthrough you need. All you have to do is keep walking in faith, one step at a time, no matter how slow, no matter how hard, until you see what He promised come to pass.